all over the news. Only God now know the kind of thing I do, the kind of thing we do. When I thank God, I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa now you comforting me. When these people they somebody me.
Alright,
When I
okay,
thank
so
God, I
enough
got
of
the
the dancing.
lead.
But you know what? We have to just do this. We have to dance today because it's our anniversary. Yay! Okay, so happy anniversary to us, to Click Niger. And so the excitement is just all over the place. I am happy. My guest is also happy.
I'm very happy.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So and also everyone in the studio is just happy. So we are so excited, and it's just in the air with the festive season here. Also, everything just gels. My name is Sylvia Ishebe. Welcome to Youth Assembly. It's a special edition. We decided to do something special for you all for following us and being with us, supporting us for the past year. We decided to keep you safe on Nigerian roads as you travel this season. Okay, so today we look at how to stay safe while using Nigerian roads during the festive season. Now, the festive season in Nigeria is usually a peak period for traveling. People travel to various locations. Some travel to the east, some to the north, some to the west, and some to the abroad to celebrate the season with their loved ones. But however, the festive season in Nigeria is often characterized by road crashes, sadly, which usually results in injury as well as loss of lives and properties. What are the leading causes of road crashes during the festive season? That is our focus as we look at how to stay safe on Nigerian roads during the season. And we also answer the question, how can road crashes be prevented? I have with me today Mr. Anume Oswame. He is the FCT Sector Command, the DCC operations.
Yes, this is operations.
Yes, of the FCT Sector Command of FRSC. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
So I was doing the dance earlier, and you didn't just join me to celebrate Click Niger.
Well,
Are you celebrating us or not?
Somebody has to dance, and somebody has to be clapping for the person. So I was the admirer of the dancer.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming today to do this with us.
Thank
So
you.
we look at Nigerian roads. In fact, it has started. Well, when I was driving yesterday, I already saw. Well, I would say a minor crash, but it's a crash. But people, or just on a car on its own, just crashed into a roundabout.
It happens rampantly every day.
Mm-hmm. So, and it's festive season. People need to stay safe. People need to enjoy the season and see their loved ones when they travel. So, how can we stay safe on Nigerian roads as we travel? That's what we're looking at. So, what do you think about the way it has been so far from your experience and the data available to you? What are the leading causes of crashes on Nigerian roads during the festive season?
Okay. Good morning once again, and it's my pleasure to be with you here today. Traveling or being on the road is a general thing that we observe every day. It's not a monopoly of the festive season alone that we have crashes. Crashes happen regularly and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that we are more conscious of the crashes during this period. Okay, so it's the same thing that caused the crashes before now that still cause the crashes even now. The difference is that now there's a lot of hurry, I must say. People are in a hurry to get to where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
People are in a hurry to do what they are doing. People are in a hurry to achieve. People are in a hurry to everything. In the process of being in a hurry, some people throw caution to the wind. Ordinarily, before you get onto the road, you have to be sure that your vehicle is fit to be on the road.
Mm-hmm.
But because some people want to travel home and they want to impress, they just make sure that vehicle, let's just manage it to get to the village. So let me not be the only one that did not come with my vehicle this period.
Well, if you want to impress somebody in the village, are you not supposed to go with a car that is sound?
Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. But probably because of the economic situation, that vehicle had been parked for the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that he wants to travel, he calculates how much he's going to pay for himself and his family to travel. And he's like, okay, let's use the car. Let's manage it anyhow it is. And in that process, he may not have taken care to make sure that that car is roadworthy before entering the road. The tires might not be good. Don't forget, in the process, when he parked the vehicle, the tires will be depreciating. So he can have a tire blowout. And that's a major cause of crash when there's a tire blowout, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're on speed. You see, when there is a blowout, he will not be able to control the vehicle very well. And so the vehicle may skid off the road, it may run into other vehicles, it may knock down somebody walking on his own innocently. It might even turn over and some assault. You know? So a lot of things can happen. Now, if that happens and the occupants are not belted, they are not using their seatbelt,
Yes.
naturally the tendency is for the occupants to be thrown up and down. And in that process, injuries are sustained and could lead to death. If the occupants are belted in, it helps to reduce the level of injury because it holds the person in place.
Mm-hmm.
So it is important that the seat belts are used. It's important that the tires are in good condition. Now, other things that can cause crashes, like I mentioned, is being in a hurry. Being in a hurry means that the person starts speeding unnecessarily. Where he can go and make in 3 hours, he wants to make it in 2 hours. Probably sometimes he may not have prepared in good time. By the time he woke up, maybe 4 a.m. and start preparing, wake the children up, the madam say, no, let me cook small things so that we can eat along the road. And in the process, you see that before he takes off, it's already 8 o'clock. You say,
Yes.
oh, so much time has gone.
Yeah.
And he wants to catch up the time. In that process, he starts speeding. In the process of speeding, he becomes reckless. So this can lead to a crash. And of course, some of them might say is the season for celebration. It is season for enjoyment. Let me just take one bottle before we go, one for the road. And he takes that and he's feeling high. In the process, you see that he's in a very high spirit. So he, as he's going for him, others are, oh, they are not yet qualified to be on the road with me. Let me show them that I have a new car. Let me show them that my car is a 6-cylinder vehicle. Let me show them that, oh, I am from a family where we drive. And he wants to impress. And in the process, he becomes reckless. That recklessness may not cause him as a person alone to have a crash, but it may lead others to crash.
Others
Yes.
in other vehicles,
Yes,
people crossing the road.
Exactly, yes.
People are all over
So,
the place.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So these are some of the areas where bike crashes can occur very easily, very, very easily. So it's important that we take our time to plan our journey.
Mm-hmm.
Take time, plan your journey. If by the time you notice that you are about to take off, it's too late, maybe you leave it till the following day. But if you want to leave that same day, well, you can break the journey. Let's assume you're leaving from Abuja, you're going to Lagos. And by the time you get to Lokoja, you see that it's already 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Why don't you look for a hotel and stay and continue the
You
journey?
say that they will be incurring more costs.
Yeah, but it's better to incur that cost than to lose a life.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a crash and one of the members of the family dies, what have you gained? You gain nothing. So it's better to rest.
Sometimes these drivers have said, now that you mentioned Lokoja, the Nigerian roads are bad, the federal roads are bad.
Yes.
So they can also lead to accidents. Apart from people taking the basic precaution they need to take to travel, the roads also are in a deplorable state.
Well, you see, there are pros and cons in terms of road being a causal factor to crashes.
Mm-hmm.
Why I say that is because, look at in Abuja here, we have very smooth roads, wide roads, open roads, and yet crashes happen. Fatal ones for that matter. People die because the road is finer and better. People go at the highest rate. So when the crash happens, the impact is so much that people die. Meanwhile, that road that is bad, people go a little slowly because they are conscious of it. They don't want their vehicles to damage. So you see that the crashing may not even happen so much. When it happens, maybe somebody that's not very conscious of the road that might have missed his way and suddenly saw a pothole and may want to dodge it or falls into it and losing control. It may lead to a crash, of course. Yeah. So yes, bad roads can lead to a crash, but it's not just the bad road that leads to crash. It's the person that is driving, being conscious of his road. If it's a road that you are not familiar with, you have to take care. You don't start driving as if you know the road.
Yes.
Even
in a year, if you went to the east a year ago,
a year is too long.
Yes, so many things might have happened. There might be
2 months. 2 months is enough for the changes to have taken place in that road. The rainy season has just passed, so there are places that have become so bad over time, and the person may not be aware of it. So within a period of time, you are supposed to know that, if you are traveling, you watch other vehicles.
Yes.
Give gap between yourself and the other vehicle. Follow them gradually, so that way you will not run into potholes unnecessarily without knowing. They know the road. When I'm traveling, for instance, by myself, if I'm driving, I like following all these transporters because these are roads that they take almost on a daily basis.
Yes.
So they are so familiar with the road. I just give a gap and just follow them and watch them. I watch once I see their brake light coming on, I start slowing down too. While they are moving on, I move on too, but I give a gap so that in case of any eventuality, I can safely stop before getting to them. I think people should learn that too.
Now that you mentioned public vehicles,
Yes.
all these buses that
Yeah.
are also conveying people from
Yes.
one location to another, some people have also disagreed or said that these vehicles, these
Yeah.
commercial vehicles,
Mhm.
don't even follow the road guidelines. To when they're traveling, they're always on speed. They're doing this or against doing one thing or the other, and they have to call the driver to caution.
Yes.
What do you
This-
think about
This
this
is on,
also?
that is on an individual basis.
Mm.
You understand? Don't forget, these are human beings drive this vehicle. The vehicle don't drive themselves. Okay. Now we have established transport companies. Now these transport companies, they have subscribed to the road transport safety standardization scheme of the road safety, and because of that, we check them regularly. We talk to them, both the drivers and the operators and all that. So that way, they are more coordinated and well guided. So you see that the operations are better. So look at all these branded vehicles. You see that the way
Yes.
they drive is different from the ones that are not branded. The ones that are not branded want to make it by all means. Those are the ones that will load 4 per seat for the buses. Meanwhile, the branded ones are more conscious because even now, we should not forget that the COVID-19 era is not over yet.
Yes.
So we are still even on that process. We even advise the transporters, please go at half capacity so that there will be that social distancing still maintained in your vehicles. So they are the branded ones, most of them are complying with this. And they are also making sure that they maintain the speed too. Don't also forget that we are still advocating for the use of speed limiting device in transport, commercial vehicles. And the branded ones, most of them have complied with this. So it means that at least whatever they do, the vehicles don't go beyond a certain speed. So that means that they are more in check, they are more controlled. And so the rate of crashes is highly reduced when it comes to such vehicles. But the ones that are not complying, those are the ones that go at their way.
So what should travelers look out for before choosing the transport company or the bus to enter when traveling?
Well, I will not advocate because I'm not
Just to say,
I'm not
yes,
advertising any company.
you're not going
you know?
to mention their names, but
Yeah.
for them to stay safe. Okay, I want to choose. Which one should
Yes,
what should you look out for so that
I want to advise
Mhm.
travelers to go to a standard or known motor park
Okay.
to board vehicle. Don't stand on the road and enter a vehicle you don't know.
Mhm.
Don't forget that we are still in the state of insecurity.
Yeah.
You may enter a vehicle that will take you to halfway and you disappear. You are kidnapped. So be careful the kind of vehicle you enter at this period of time, because it's important that you arrive safe. It's important that you go where you're going. Now, if you enter a vehicle at a designated park, you must fill um, the passenger's manifest. That way, somebody knows where you're taking off from, and somebody knows you are going to also.
Some people put fake information there.
No, of course, it's possible they can, you know. Yeah, but it is important. You as a person, you know yourself. As long as you know you are not going on an illegal trip, yes, you give them the right information. So in case, because there are situations where vehicles crash and the victims get burnt and we cannot recognize anybody, it's through the manifest that people can be traced. Oh, so person was supposed to be there. This is the phone number of the contact person, you know. We call such a person. Did your person call you? Is traveling? Yes, he's traveling. When? So day. Okay. And you see, we're able to trace and get people like that. Now, the passenger manifest is also important in the sense that this period of COVID-19, if assuming somebody is found to be COVID positive, you can go and trace back through the company and say, oh, let's look at your passenger manifest for so day. People that travel this vehicle. And we look at that. Right. Yes, you can use that to trace, make contact tracing. Yes, of the people that have contact with such a person. And so by the time you trace through, you may be able to start seeing that, oh, out of the 5 people that were in that bus, 3 of them are COVID positive. So it helps us to stem the spread of the disease as at this period of time. So these are some of the things. So it's for your security, it's for your safety, it's for your good health. Yes.
Okay. Well, some people will say the high fatality of Nigerian roads is believed to be caused by witches and wizards. I've had that several times. That during the festive season, witches and wizards come out
Yes.
to suck blood.
So are you saying the witches are not there before? We are there on holiday before now.
It's like they also prepare for their own Christmas.
Okay, they are doing their Christmas this time too. So the human blood is the Christmas meal they're having. Well, let me tell us that there is nothing like witches and wizards being on the road. If they are there, they are there always. It's not just the Christmas period. It's our mentality. It does it. So why is it that there are no witches and wizards abroad? Why are they not in America? Why are they not in UK? Why are they not in China? Are they not human beings there? Or don't they have evil spirits in such places? So why is it that this trend rises in Nigeria but does not rise in other countries? So it's not a matter of witches. It's not a matter of wizardry. It's not a matter of evil spirits. It's we as individuals, our perspectives, our response to things, our attitude. These are the issues that cause these crashes on the road. So
Speaking about attitude, some
Yes.
people, some drivers get high
yes,
before taking the wheels and
Yes.
say, I am traveling.
It's true.
They can't drive long distance without taking something.
It's true.
So what is your organization doing to check this doesn't happen during this festive season?
Yeah, we are still doing that too. Just last week Thursday, we flagged out our Ember Month safety campaign. Okay, and then next week, we are going further to do some more of this. We are going to the motor parks, especially to check, like I mentioned, that we have these transporters. We go to them, we talk to them. As we go to them, we talk to them about the dangers of the use of alcohol and other drugs. Because some of them, young people, they may want to take Indian hemp before they go on the road, just to make them feel good, of course. But it is not necessary. You don't need to hype yourself up before you go to the road. If you are sure of yourself, you should be able to know what you can do and how you can do it without trying to use anything at all to help you. You don't need to boost your ego or your image before you go on the road. You must be yourself. So you don't need alcohol. You don't need drugs of any form. And I want to also warn here too, because when we talk of drugs, people think of cocaine and all those hard drugs. But by the time you take your ordinary cough syrup, it can make you drowsy.
Even sleeping.
That is where I'm going.
Yes,
it can make you drowsy.
yes.
It can make you drowsy.
Yes, true.
So when you take that, you're not supposed to be driving, because that drowsiness can make you to slip off on the steering,
Yes.
and it will lead to a crash. So drugs, when we mention drugs, it's not just the hard drugs alone, but even medicated, drugs that have been prescribed for you.
Yes.
Yes, once you're on prescription drugs, please stay off the steering as much as possible, because they can be dangerous to you and your passengers.
Some people don't know that the side effects of some of the drugs they're taking is actually dizziness, drowsiness.
Some make you drowsy, some make you hyperactive. You'll be so hyperactive that you'll be fidgeting and you cannot be even control of the steering. Some may even cause rashes on you. So as you're moving, you're always distracted. You're distracted, you're not comfortable. So these are all things that can lead to crashes on the road if care is not taken. Because you are not conscious that, this thing is from social place. You will be wondering what is happening. What did I do? What cream did I use? It's not my cream I use. It's not my normal cream. Or is it the water that I use in taking my bath? But these are things that happen because of reaction to the drug you must have taken, which is prescribed, genuinely prescribed for you. So these are things that can lead to crashes.
Okay, what other measures is your organization taking to check the road crashes on the roads this festive season, apart from visiting the motor parks and enlightening them about issues?
We are doing all we can to make sure that crashes are reduced to the barest minimum as much as possible. By Monday, very likely Monday or Tuesday, we are going to the highway. We are going to be organizing a mobile speed limit for all motorists. We go on the road with our own vehicles with a banner indicating that you must not go above 100 kilometers per hour. And we'll be going with bikes. So every vehicle must go behind us. No vehicle must overtake. We are using that as a way to see how we can stamp down the speed. So that will help to calm down the speed so that people don't overspeed. So we can do it to the much as we can do. Because of the COVID-19, and then immediately as we are dwindling down on it, the NSAS protest came in. If not, these are things we have planned before now. Otherwise, what we are planning to do would have been to connect with other commands, so that as we lead the team to the border of another state, the other state will take over, and so on and so forth. But for now, we do it between our own state, between the FCT to the borders. So we are concentrating on the Abuja-Lokoja axis. We'll make sure that at least we ensure that those who are going out in the morning, we control the speed up to that extent. Then towards evening, maybe from 3, 4, we'll now pick those who are coming in. Because from that time, people from Lagos, people from the east, they started arriving around Lokoja. We will now lead them into the town so that they can arrive safely and in good condition.
Some people will argue that with the influx of vehicles on the road, people traveling, that if you do that, it's going to cause roadblocks.
No, it's not also, as long as we are mobile, as long as we are moving, we are not stopping. We are moving, and we are moving at a rate. We are not stopping, and we are not going too slowly. We are going at 100 kilometers per hour. So everybody is to follow us. Don't just overtake. Because once you overtake, it means you are overspeeding. You understand? So as long as we're able to contain that, you see that everybody going at the same pace, it means we all arrive safely at the same point too, without having issues. So that is what you are thinking.
That is brilliant. That's amazing. Well, for people who are using their private vehicles, we talked about
everybody's supposed to follow in, fall in behind us and follow us. We want you to arrive safely. In fact, it should be a privilege that we are escorting you.
Yes.
Give you a presidential pilot.
Will there be siren?
Definitely there'll be siren.
VIP.
VIP. So it's a privilege. It's not something that you get without paying.
I'll be there. Let me take pictures and say I'm in a convoy.
No, definitely you can come around.
In a VIP convoy.
So we are going to be doing that convoy for people traveling anytime from Monday, Tuesday. We'll start up. We'll kickstart.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, for people before they decide to travel with their private vehicles, what would you suggest that they look out for before kickstarting that car?
Yes, like I said, one is that you must make sure that vehicle is in top condition.
Yes.
To start with, service your vehicle so it does not break down on the road. Check your tires to make sure that they are in good condition. If you see any mark on it, please change that tire. If the tire is already old, normally the lifespan of a tire, average lifespan is about 4 years. So maybe you look at the tire, the date of manufacture is usually indicated on the tire, and you see that the tire was manufactured in 2012.
How do you even check
It's there. Okay. On the edge of the tire, the wall of the tire is there. It's written. There are 4 digits. The first 2 digits is the week.
The week
of the manufacture. The last 2 digits is the year.
Okay.
So if, for instance, the vehicle was manufactured in this year, 2020, you see, and the first week of this year, it means 01/20. 01/20. That means
not January.
Not January. That means first week of 2020. So that is it. So once you see that, okay. So when you see that your vehicle tire is very old, please change it if it's possible. I know things are expensive, yes. So get the new tire is not an easy thing, but these are things you plan for, because I'm sure most of us have been planning for this Christmas since January of this year. So if you have been planning, don't forget, don't just plan for the cow and the goat and the chicken alone. Plan for your vehicle too, because without the vehicle, you may not get there alive. That vehicle is a tool that is serving you. For it to serve you, have to serve it well. Somebody who worships idol, the time it takes, the way he takes to maintain that idol. He makes sure the place is clean. He gives the whatever it takes to sustain the efficacy of it, okay, and the potency of it. The same way, take care of your vehicle as if it is your property that is serving you, your servant. So when you take care of your vehicle, take care of it too. Make sure that the car is in order. Check the oil, check your hydraulic system, because brakes can fail easily. So make sure the hydraulic is okay, is well gauged. And another thing I want to advise: please don't mix hydraulics fluids.
What do you mean?
Yes,
different brands.
Yeah, don't mix different brands, because because when you use a particular brand and you put another brand, sometimes it causes failure in the system. Yes, your brakes will fail, your clutch will fail too. So make sure you don't mix. If you are having a particular brand, stick to that brand always. Check your coolant so that your engine does not overheat. Make sure your water is in order. Check your lights to make sure they're in order, in case you may drive into the night. Maybe there's a breakdown.
Yes,
and by the time you finish, you may be late and you still need to, maybe you have like 30 minutes to get home. You can still drive home. Then check your signal pointers, their indicator pointers, what we call trafficator. They are important because that is what you use to give message to other road users. Where somebody following you, you need to let him know where you're going, whether you're going left or right. Assuming you are going right, and you start showing that you're going left, and the person feels, oh, since it's going left, let me bypassing from the right, and suddenly he sees you turning to the right, there will be a crash there.
Yes.
So you need to give the correct signal at the right time. So if your trafficators are not working well, you may be giving the wrong signal. Make sure your brake lights are working well. Now, you may say, how do I know that my brakes are working well? Back your car against a wall and brake. When you back it against the wall, you brake, you see the illumination at the back. You see it. That should let you know whether it's on or not.
Yes.
Another way is that you can get somebody to say, okay, you come, match this brake for me, and you can go and check it by yourself to be sure. Yes. So these are the things. Your tail lights must be okay too, because some people drive in the night and the tail lights are not showing. So you'll be going and the car is in front of you, but you will not see it, but you just see a silhouette showing something dark showing in front, but you don't know it's a car. You don't know the distance it is from you because the tail light is not on. But once the tail light is on, it helps you to see the vehicle clearly and know the distance you are to that vehicle so that you don't run into it. So it's important you do this thing. Now, if your vehicle is smoking badly, please don't put it on the road as much as possible. Please don't put it on the road, because you are now causing a death trap to other road users. Because they will not see you, they will be seeing the smoke covering them. And in process, somebody may want to overtake, not knowing whether another vehicle is coming from the other way, and you may run into that vehicle. So as much as possible, if the vehicle is smoking seriously, please don't use it. Go and park it. Use other means to travel.
Yeah. Use other means. Airplane is there.
And airplane say no go area now.
Oh, why?
Double. Yeah, the price has doubled. Yes.
Well,
then of course, I forget. Don't forget to use your seatbelts.
Yes.
It's very important. The seatbelt is not for the driver alone. That is the mistake most people make. They feel that, oh, it's just for the driver and maybe the front passenger. You look at it, every vehicle now has seatbelt on all the seats. All the seats. So make sure you use the appropriate seatbelt where you are sitting. And of course, don't overload. Every seat has its own seatbelt. So by the time you put 4 people at the back, where will the fourth person, which seatbelt will the fourth person use?
Exactly.
If you put 2 people in the front passenger seat, which seatbelt will the passenger use? That seatbelt cannot cross 2 people at the same time. And I want to advise parents also. Some of us love our children so much in quotes that we want to carry them and be driving. Yes, it's a very, very, very dangerous
children
thing.
Underage sitting in front.
Yes, sitting in front. Yes, that's where I'm going. And children of underage children sitting in front, or even the mother sitting in front and carrying the baby while the husband is driving, is still not good. It's dangerous, because even if you don't have a crash, but you suddenly speed, maybe you see somebody running across the road and you step on the brake suddenly, you see that child will be flung out of the windscreen because it's not tethered down, it's not held down by the seatbelt. So it's very dangerous to carry an underage or a minor in the front seat. Please let them be at the back. The mother can carry at the back. If there's something like that, the backrest of the front seat can protect, help to support that child and the mother, so that they don't get thrown out. So use your seatbelt is very important. But in case of a crash, but in case of any eventuality, it helps to save life. So thank you.
And that is what we're doing today on Youth Assembly, saving lives. Somebody asked for giveaway on our anniversary, or 1-year anniversary. Well, this is a giveaway. We've brought VCC Onume Oswabe from the FRSC to give away some tips.
Good giveaway.
Good giveaway.
It's my Christmas gift to you.
You see?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yes. As you travel on Nigerian roads, the statistics are bad. In fact, Nigeria is top on the list with the highest road crashes fatality in the world. I mean, it baffled me to actually read or see that Nigeria is #1 on the list. Right. What are we doing wrong? In fact, our audience here is mainly comprised of youths who drive.
Yes.
And so what would you say to them?
Well, we have a slogan for our 2020 Ember Month campaign, and the slogan is "Drive safe, stay safe." That is my message to everybody on the road. Drive safe, stay safe. If you don't drive safe, you cannot stay safe, and if you don't stay safe, you cannot drive safe. So make sure you drive safe. Make sure you stay safe. Arrive safely, and don't be in a hurry. Drive safe, stay safe. No and. Just drive safe, stay safe.
Okay. Drive safe,
stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yes.
Okay, we'd like you to comment also on what you think about some of the tips that he had given, or how best Nigerians can stay safe on Nigerian roads. We need your comments also. Or if you have a question for Mr. Anume Oswampe, who is the DCC Operations FCT Sector Command of the FRC. We would like to take your questions at this point. Remember, it's our anniversary, and this is how best we can do it for you, keeping you safe, and then the recharge cards and then the giveaways and everything will come secondary now. You need to stay alive to win all of those things. Yes. Okay. So going forward, what would you, as we conclude, how can Nigerians be their brother's keeper as they travel on the road, whether they are going to Lokoja, to the east, to the west, traveling, going to the airport to take an airplane,
whatever, yes.
or even driving within their estate or their streets.
You see, the one thing I tell people is that the road is an equalizer for every one of us, whether poor or rich. Every one of us uses the roads. Whether you are sane or insane, all of us use the road. So the road is where we all meet, and therefore we must learn to share the road well. We must learn to be safe on the road, and that means I must respect you on the road, and you must respect me on the road too. Don't feel that you are better than me on the road, and I should not feel that I'm better than you on the road. Don't feel you are superior to me on the road, and I should not feel I'm superior to you on the road. The kind of vehicle you are using on that road does not make any difference. We are all on that road. Even the animals that are on the road have a right of way. So we must all give that caution to each other, courtesy to each other on the road, and make sure we have mutual respect. If we have that mutual respect on the road and we maintain it, you see that it will help us. If I respect you at a junction, for instance, and I see, oh, you are about to enter, I'll wait and allow you to pass. You see, it makes it better.
It does.
But because I don't give you that respect and I want to enter, and you two don't respect, you want to enter, we all end up inside the center of the junction. So that is how holders build up.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah, because of impatience, because of lack of respect, because of a lot of courtesy, because everybody feels it's something. You know?
And everybody's in a hurry to get to the destination.
That's the thing. Everybody's in a hurry. So in that process, we end up wasting our precious time for nothing. Something that just a few seconds will have solved it.
Yeah, exactly.
We fail to sustain it. So it is important that we take care of each other. Look out for me, I'll look out for you.
Exactly.
Look at the other driver as if he's a learner and help him, give him a way, so that you don't be in his way. He doesn't run into you, and make sure you don't run into him too.
Oh, wow, profound. That was so profound. You've really spoken like the true gentleman and a fatherly figure. At the same time, an FRSC person right here in the studio. He is the Deputy Corps Commander of the FCT chapter now.
FCT Sector Command.
FCT Sector Command of the FRSC. His name is Anume Oswampe, and he has spoken so well. Thank you so much for doing this today with us. And we hope also you stay safe and your beloved stay safe to this festive season.
We always stay safe.
Yes, and we will too. We'll try our best to drive safely, and I hope you will try your best to drive safely. Well, you can catch up with us and watch our previous episodes of Youth Assembly. In fact, we posted the first edition of Youth Assembly on this platform. I'd like you to watch it. You know, see where we started, see how we started, where we started, and where we're going, and where we are right now. Everything has changed, and we keep growing. We thank you for your support. We thank you for all of your comments, all of your shares, all of your love. Yes, all the thumbs up we've given us. We appreciate you, and we say that you keep them coming. We can't get enough of it. My name is Sylvia Ishebe. I'll be back tomorrow for that Nigerian theme. But the celebration continues. You can listen to us on www.clickniger.net. Follow us on all of our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all there. We have platforms there. So you can follow us also there and keep up with our stories and all of the celebration. But for giveaways, people who are asking if there's puff or buns or ice cream or some drinks, yes, there is. If you want to come over, you can come over. We'll see you. Have fun.
And congratulations to Click Ninja.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.
And stay safe.
God, no, God,
Thank you so